Jim Harbaugh, right? I've covered the league long enough that I literally remember covering Jim Harbaugh with the 49ers. And I remember sitting through some of the press conferences when things weren't going well. That last season in San Francisco, they were 8-8, but it really wasn't even the football wasn't the problem. It was everything else that was going on in ownership and with the front office. And he was a miserable human being by the end of that season. Every bit as miserable, I would argue, in those press conferences as Bill Belichick has ever been in New England. We have just forgotten that because it's been a while since we've seen that Jim Harbaugh. But to me, it's interesting. I went back and I looked, and this guy, we all know it, but I think we forget how much success he has reached everywhere he has gone as a head coach. And then he's Jim Harbaugh, right? Like, he's crazy. He's the closest thing we have to a cartoon as a head coach in our league now. And I am very, very excited to see what he does with the Los Angeles Chargers and Justin Herbert. And he's been a man of his word. Went in talking about, we're going to run the ball. Offensive line's important. He's done nothing but commit to that this offseason. And I don't think there's any question. He is absolutely 100% going to do it his way. And low key, I might even look after the 2024 season. I wonder if there's a larger swath of personnel change there in terms of the players after the 2024 season than we expect, including maybe even some big names, because I think he's going to measure in 2024 who doesn't need to be there. And again, the division, sorry, Fitz, but there's still two soft teams in this division between the Raiders and the Broncos. Yeah, the Chiefs are the Chiefs. You got to deal with that. But I think all in all, he's going to have a more monumental impact walking in there. And I think he's a more decisive coach in terms of how he wants to do things, sticking to what the culture is going to be. Whereas with Brandon Staley, I felt like he was much more of a flip-flopper from one year to the next than I really expected, not only in terms of like his coaching decisions, but even what the culture was supposed to be inside that organization.